So today we will be discussing trade receivable turnover ratio. And first thing, you should be clear about the meaning of trade receivable. What is trade receivable? So trade receivable has two components: debtors and bills receivable. Debtors and bills receivable. If you have numbered the balance sheet, there also in current assets you have find this term trade receivables. So now what we are comparing, actually we are finding that how much efficient the policies are, or how much efficient your management is, that you are managing your trade receivables with how much efficiency you are converting your trade receivables into turnover, how many times in a year. So because the source of trade receivable is credit sales, the debtors and bills receivable uh, emerge in the business only and only because of the credit sales. So that's why we will be considering only credit sales in this formula. Now, credit sales is technically called in case of companies credit revenue from operations. Sales are revenue from operations, and credit sales will be credit revenue from operations. Then in denominator, as usual, it will be average trade receivables. So yesterday we have done inventory turnover ratio. There was average inventory in the denominator. Average inventory in the denominator. So similarly, here will be average trade receivables. So you can obviously derive the formula of average trade receivables easily. Average trade receivable will be opening trade receivable plus closing trade receivable divided by 2. And because sometimes question will give you separately the components of trade receivables, like opening balance of debtors, opening balance of bills receivable, closing balance of debtors, closing balance of bills receivable. So in that case, both of the opening balances and both of the closing balances will be added, and then it will be again divided by 2. Sometimes students get confused that now it should be divided by 4. It will not happen. It will be always divided by 2. So average trade receivable you can easily calculate. This is a very easy step in the question. Now, credit revenue from operation, it's a very simple thing. Either the question will give you information about this, or you know that there are only two types of sales, cash sales and credit sales. So you can be easily calculating this credit revenue from operation. So now see first point, take revenue from operation from profit and loss statement. If you are calculating ratios for your project purpose, then where you will find credit revenue from operation. Revenue from operation will always be given in statement of profit and loss. This is the first account which you will be writing there. Now, because balance sheet or annual report which you are looking for your project purpose will never tell you how much credit and how much cash is there. So for our purpose, we will be assuming the whole amount of credit revenue from operation, the whole amount of revenue from operation as credit revenue from operation. Then trade receivable you will find in current assets. So because for the current year you will be having opening and closing balances, but for the previous year you will not be having opening balance. That's why better is that you consider only trade receivables only and only for the purpose of your project file. So there you will be considering the trade receivable of the current year only. You will not take average trade receivable there. So take trade receivables from current assets in balance sheet. Also calculate average collection period. And whenever you are preparing a project file, you are supposed to calculate average collection period also. And average collection period will be also same as average inventory holding period. It will be same as inventory holding period. So if you will be dividing the total number of days in a year by trade receivable turnover ratio, then you will get your average collection period. If you want to calculate it in months, then it will be 12 upon trade receivable turnover ratio. If you want to calculate it in weeks, it will be 52 upon trade receivable turnover ratio. Then fourth point is it aims to determine the efficiency with which the trade receivables are managed and collected. See, doing credit sale is very easy for each and everyone. But the main part is that how you will be collecting your cash back from the debtors or bills receivable. How efficiently you are collecting, how efficient your policies are there, how you are managing your debtors so that it should not become bad debts or there should not be any late payment. It determines the number of times the receivables are converted into cash and cash equivalents. How many times in a year you are converting your receivables into cash or into other equivalents during the year. It shows the speed with which the trade receivables are converted into cash and cash equivalents. Higher ratio means short collection period. Means you are collecting your cash very fast. Revenue from operations is equal to cash revenue from operations plus credit revenue from operations. Obviously, we have discussed that